Hey y'all, it's Nuka, and I'm coming to you guys today to do my labor and delivery video. Um, I did record as I was giving birth to my son, but I have to watch the footage to see if it's too graphic, if I approve of putting that on YouTube. And if it's not, I will be uploading that video as well. But okay, I started laboring 2 weeks before I had my son. Um, it was on a Tuesday, and I I was laying on the couch, just watching TV. The girls were in their room watching their TV, watching their shows, and I got up to go to the bathroom. And when I got done using the bathroom, I felt a really strong contraction down below on my stomach, and um I didn't have breast and hips with my other two kids, so I know that that was a breast and hip because it was really strong, and it was going on for about an hour. It was like on and off every 4 minutes for an hour. So when that 30-minute mark hit, I texted my baby daddy and I was like, I don't know what's going on, but I'm having contractions. And he was like, well, what you trying to say? And I'm like, I just said what I'm trying to say. I'm having contractions. So he was like, are you going to the hospital? And I'm like, not right now because I don't know what's going on. I'm just telling you, like, you supposed to tell me something. Like, you supposed to you supposed to be my backbone in this process. So I'm telling you, like, I'm having contractions. So just, you know, be alert. So if I call you, you get the message. So I was having contractions, and when it hit 8 o'clock, I was going to start calling people like, okay, come get the kids because I'm having contractions and I think I'm finna have a baby. But 8 o'clock hit, and the contractions just cut off. Like, okay, we done. So I guess that was Braxton Hicks, but I didn't have it with my first two kids, so I didn't know, or I just thought that no, once it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen because when it happened with my first child, I thought it was a scare, but it wasn't. It wasn't no scare. It was the real deal, and she was too early, so. I mean, it is what it is. She had to come out, but she was too early. And my son made it to 37 weeks in 2 days. Okay, so fast forward into the night I was getting induced. I got induced Friday, January 25th at 10 o'clock. So I got baby daddy dropped me off at the hospital. And he left. He had to go do some stuff, but he really couldn't do it because I made him come back because the doctors was talking all types of crazy. So I didn't want him to miss nothing. So I called him back like an hour and a half after he dropped me off. He was mad, but I was mad too because she should never told me that, and I would never called him, and I would let him go to work or whatever. But it is what it is. He was mad. I was mad too. But guess what? He'll be alright. I don't care. Cause shit, if I would have went in labor and you wasn't there, you would have been mad about that. So I called you early and you was there to see it all. So hey, you pick and choose your battle, shawty. Yeah. So that night, okay, I had to wait in the waiting room. I was in the waiting room for about 15-20 minutes. And they called me back. I had to change clothes. Before I changed, I took my last little pictures of my baby bump in the bathroom and changed clothes. They came to give me an IV. It was hard because I have small veins and sometimes it's hard finding my veins. So they had to give me 2 IVs with the ultrasound machine. and I had to get two because, you know, one for pain medicines, medications, fluids, and the other one is if they need it for like blood or something. So I got that done. By the time I was getting that done, baby daddy was there. And he wasn't mad at first, but he got mad when, you know, it was just going regular stuff. But at the same time, hey, that's what she told me, so that's why I told him. And okay, so I got the IVs, and then after that, they put some fluids on, and they put me on the baby monitors, and they started saying like, let's get you some oxygen because the baby is stressed or whatever. So I got the oxygen, and I hate when they be trying to put that stuff in your nose because first of all it dries your nose and it's uncomfortable. So I just rather wear the mask, the whole mask thing, because yeah, that other stuff I just don't like it. And so I got oxygen, and then I was, they let me rest. I went to sleep. Then they started Pitocin, and I think I got up to about 12. But like I had got the epidural, but it wasn't because of the contractions. It was because of the upcoming events that was about to happen. They wanted to break my water. And then after I had the baby, they start pushing on your stomach. They start shoving shit in your booty hole. They start sticking you with needles in your thighs. They start pushing on your stomach. And what if I had tore or split or something and I had to get stitches? Like, they would have had to poke me in my vagina with lidocaine. I was like, no, I don't want to feel that. And I didn't want to feel him coming out of my bones, coming through my bones like that. Even though I felt his head. I felt him coming through the canal. But I know it wasn't feeling like it was if I would have went natural. So I didn't want to feel all that. So I got an epidural. Epidural, each time I get an epidural, it feels worse and worse. Like, first time, got an epidural, I ain't feel nothing. Second time, I feel a little sting and a pinch. Third time, sting a lot, burns a lot of pressure, a lot of everything. So, but I'm cool with it as long as it's gonna numb me up because I don't want to feel none of that. But I did feel him coming through the canal. I felt him when his head was right there and I was trying to get his shoulders out. I felt that. I felt when his shoulders popped out. I felt when his nose came across my meat down there. I felt all that. Yeah, so he came out. I mean, I was there. I didn't have him until the next day at 3:36. He was born January 6th at 3:36. He was 6 pounds 2 ounces and 19 inches long. I pushed 6 times. So they was coming in telling me that I had to keep flipping from side to side because the baby was in stress and his heart kept dropping. And then they thought that his cord was around his neck, so they put some fluids because they broke my water, and a couple hours later they had to put fluids back in my amniotic sac because they were saying that the cord was probably around his neck. That's probably why his heart kept dropping. But once he came out and I asked, was the cord around his neck, they said no. So I don't know what that was about. When I had my second child, I had to keep flipping from side to side as well because she was in stress too. So I don't know, I just think that's something that happens when I have babies. So I had to keep flipping, and then they was saying like if he don't come out within the next 30 minutes, then we're gonna have to do a C-section. And I was right at 9 centimeters when they said that. And then my baby daddy was talking to him, rubbing him. I was talking to him, rubbing him. I was praying the whole time. They kept coming in there and saying, We got lower the Pitocin. We're gonna give you some oxygen. We're gonna put fluid back in there. He getting under stress. And you know, you can hear these things happening as well because you can hear the monitor. And you know what it sounds like when your baby heartbeat. And then once it stops for about 6 seconds, it's like you worrying too. But I'm trying not to worry or stress myself out because I don't want to make it worse for him inside of there or myself out here because I want to survive too. I want both of us to survive. So I'm just praying. I'm talking to him, dad talking to him, rubbing on him, and I finally started feeling like, okay, so you know how when you got a boo-boo really bad and your butt cheek starts to tingle? That's what I felt. I barely felt it, but I felt it. And I was like, go get the doctor because I'm feeling something on my butt. I'm not sure. Like, I feel like my butt's tingling, but I don't feel like I got a boo-boo. So he went to go get them. And they took forever to come back in the room. And she checked me. And she was like, yes, you're 10 centimeters. You're ready to push. So, I know I'm a good pusher because, you know, it's just something that when you getting ready to do it, it's like, okay, do it because, first of all, you don't want to be pushing for hours. Second of all, you want to get the baby out because he already in distress. And third of all, they telling you, like, the baby ready to come out, mom, so push hard as you can. Even though I can't feel my bottom down there, I still can feel the force that I'm putting on my body to push. My back started hurting while I'm pushing. So they like, can you feel the contractions? I'm like, no, I can't feel it. You tell me when I'm having a contraction. My back hurts. Like, I can feel my back hurting. Like, it's hurting. And of course, with the epidural, I had to get about 2 doses after he did the epidural because one side of my, you know, one side I could still feel stuff. And if you ever had a baby, they put monitors and things on the baby head. They put a catheter in your vagina, in your pee hole. They put catheters and stuff on the baby while it's in there. So I think that I'm feeling these monitors on one side of my body. And so I was calling the anesthesiologist in there or whatever. So back to the delivery. He came out and when they put him on my stomach, I touched him and he felt so small. Like, he felt so small. But when you look at him, he looks like an average baby. But when he came out, he felt so small. But, yes, he had a head full of hair. If you guys know, during my pregnancy updates, I was telling you that I had heartburn. And I had heartburn for a reason. He had a lot of hair, but he don't have eyebrows or eyelashes. So, but he do have hair. He came out, he was crying. I put him on my stomach and then I moved him up to my chest. And the doctors were just saying, congratulations, you did good, and stuff like that. But I'm like, thank you for the congratulations, but can I get some pain medicine for my back? Like, come on now. Back was killing me. And I was like, okay, we're gonna get it, such. And y'all, I was so excited because they didn't have to take my baby from me. Like, they didn't have to take him to the NICU. They didn't have to do none of that. They just took him to the side, weighed him, gave him his shot, did everything they're supposed to do, bathed him, and they gave him back. And he was in the room with me the whole time I was at the hospital. I was so excited. That's my first time. having my baby stay in the room with me. But yeah, y'all. And then after I had the baby, the reason I got induced was because of preeclampsia. If I didn't tell y'all that already. And after I had the baby, I had some, you know, some things about going on with my oxygen and my iron or something like that. But every day I'm getting better. I'm working on my health. I'm working on being a good mom to 3 kids by myself. It's hard, y'all, and I get emotional sometimes. I don't get emotional about my kids because I love them. I get emotional about my situation and things like that. I get in my feelings. No, I'm not depressed. I don't have none of that. I love my kids. I don't regret that. It's just, you know, I'm a woman. I go through things sometimes. And I want to cry, but I don't cry because I'm a strong woman and I can do this. I just have to encourage myself and keep my head up and ignore the negative people. They're not in my life no more, so why do I have to listen to them? I don't. Yeah, I don't have to be bothered. I don't have to deal with it. Like, I don't. So I really don't care, you know. If somebody got something to say, I don't care, because then nobody gonna say it to me. You know, it is what it is. Like I said, I'm a woman and I go through things sometimes, and I've been in my feelings a couple lately, but I'm still pushing. I'm still gonna do this thing, and I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna keep going. It is what it is. But yeah, y'all, thank you guys for watching this video. I think I covered everything. I uploaded a meet my baby boy video, so I showed you guys my belly bump in that video. I'm 2 weeks postpartum. I will be doing a monthly update on baby boy, so stay tuned for that. If you guys would like, you can leave some assumptions about me in the comments down below, and I will do a video on the assumptions people have about me. So thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. That's it.